Legend cards, icon cards, they've been a thing in FIFA for so long. Ever since FIFA 14, they've taken Ultimate Team by storm. They've transformed into icons. They've got all these different versions now. It is absolutely crazy. Bringing in players to FIFA that we never thought possible. Legends of the game, Pele, Maradona, Zidane. I could sit here and talk about them for days on days, but we haven't got that much time on our hands. Now, thanks to being on the PC and installing mods, we've gotten our hands on every single icon in FIFA 20. So basically in this video, they're all going to be free agents and we're putting them straight into FIFA 20 career mode. We've unleashed them into the footballing world. What if icons were in career mode? Every single club can approach them. Any club in the world that can afford their wages can buy them. So let's see what moves happen. If we're going to get some crazy results, are they just going to stay as free agents or will they just run wild? Will the transfer window and the footballing world be changed forever in FIFA 20? Let's just wait and see. It's going to be a fun one. And here we go. Just to confirm, we're going to take a look at the free agents, 5-star free agents. And there they are, all the prime icons, all 88, I believe. You can take a look at them. They go on for days and days and days. That is the beauty of mods on the PC. FIFA 20 icons in career mode. Let's see what they're like as free agents. And here they are in all their glory. Maradona, a free agent. Just imagine that. These are kind of players, they're in their prime. They're prime icons, so they're 25 years of age. It's the prime time of their career. You're going to get the most production. You're going to get the most output from them. Zidane, a brand new icon in FIFA 20 worth 120 million pounds. You can see all their valuations. 30k for Baresi a week. I'll take that any day of the week. You got Zidane, you can pick up for less than 50k a week. It is just a no-brainer. So if these guys remain free agents, it's going to be such a weird one. We've listed them all on the transfer hub to track their careers, to track their progress, and to see where they end up in a few seasons time. We're going to simulate through the seasons. Are they going to join their former teams? Like, is Maradona going to go back to Napoli? Is Zidane going to go to Real Madrid or Juventus? It is going to be an interesting one. Or are they going to rewrite their careers? We're winding the clock back here. Only things possible on the PC. I love FIFA 20 on the PC. A small little problem we're facing right now. We've put all of the icons as free agents. However, as soon as we've started this career mode, we've already seen some moves. They've just randomly been assigned teams. So Carlos Puyol is at Piemonte Calcio. Overmars is also at Juventus. And Yashin, the Russian goalkeeper, is at Juventus as well. Deco, the Portuguese icon, is also at Nunes. I believe that is River Plate. And the Bundesliga is going to be an exciting league this season, especially in the Champions League. Look at this. Bayer and Bayer Leverkusen have been sent gifts from God. I don't even know where this came from. Nesta is at Bayern Munich. Pele is at Bayern Munich. And they've got 3 world-class goalkeepers, Van der Sar, Lehmann, and Schmeichel. I don't know what they're going to do with all 3 of them. They've also got Neuer in their ranks. And taking a glance at what Bayer Leverkusen have snapped up, here with Luis Hernandez, the Mexican, George Hagi, the Romanian legend. He is at Bayer Leverkusen. Petit, Rui Costa, another Portuguese legend, the Italian Gianfranco Zola, and also Michael Owen. We've got a few other transfers here. We've got a few other weird ones here. We've got a bit of variety. They haven't all gone to Bayer Leverkusen and Bayern. Bobo Vieri is off to Olympique Lyonnais, and we also have Alessandro Del Piero at PSG. Filippo Inzaghi, what are with all these Italians moving around? We've got him at Marseille as well. Veron is back at Marseille too. That's an interesting one. And we also have Okocha at Espanyol of all teams. So the Nigerian JJ Okocha, he's so good they named him twice. He's at a little club. He's helping out the little boys. So now with that out the way, we're going to simulate through multiple transfer windows, multiple seasons as well, to track the careers of all these legends. It's going to be a mind-blowing FIFA 20 experiment. So if you go on to enjoy the video, make sure to slap a like on it for more FIFA 20 career mode content. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out when a video goes live on the channel. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. Also comment down below what other videos you'd like to see on the channel. Alright, so the last hour of deadline day has dawned upon us. Let's take a look and see where the icons have ended up after being free agents. And Michael Essien, Bayern are just getting all these icons in their side. The Ghanaian finds himself in the Bundesliga. John Barnes, new to FIFA 20, is at Manchester City. Now the English midfielder, Michael Ballack. AC Milan picked themselves up another legend. Meanwhile, Ryan Giggs, Van Nistelrooy, Ian Wright, Trezeguet, all these legends are free agents. Meanwhile, Alan Shearer finds himself at Inter. How is Ronaldo still a free agent? One of the best strikers to ever play the game. Nope, no team wants him. Emilio Butragueo Dalglish is at Inter. So Inter getting a few legends. Johan Cruyff. That is an interesting one. Johan the traitor. What have you done? He switched sides to Los Blancos. Obviously a Barcelona legend. Johan has found himself now at Los Blancos. He is at Real Madrid. He's become a Galactico and has broken Barcelona hearts. And on a free transfer too. That's got to sting Barca fans. What do you think about that? With a £242.9 million release clause, Drogba, Eusebio, Garrincha, Thierry Henry, Closer are still all free agents. Meanwhile, Gary Lineker finds himself in the Serie A. The Serie A getting a healthy dose of icons. Roma have picked up the English marksman. Baresi makes his way onto Real Madrid. Carlos Alberto at Manchester City 2. Rio Ferdinand at Barcelona. Interesting. Ronald Koeman finds himself at Man City. You'd think he'd go back to Barcelona as that is his former side, but still Zinedine Zidane is still a free agent because we'll move down. Clarence Seedorf is now at Bayern Munich. Bayern must be like the best team in the game right now. They better win the Champions League. Paul Scholes at Juventus as well. Maradona is still a free agent. How is this possible? But the big one here is Frank Lampard. The English icon invasion at Barcelona is well and truly underway. They've missed out on Cruyff, but Frank Lampard is going to be in that Barcelona midfield playing some tiki-taka. They've slapped a £115.8 million release clause on him too, so they can make some hefty profit if they want. Pep Guardiola has now gone to Juventus as well. So former Barca and Brescia player, it is Steven Gerrard, the team where he got that famous comeback. He's gone to AC Milan. He wants to try and pay his respects, give a little back to AC Milan after that Champions League heartbreak. An interesting move there from the Englishman. And the last and final move of this transfer window, Gennaro Gattuso is off to Barcelona as well. So Barca killing it in terms of these icon free agent deals. There are still so many icon free agents, so many big ones as well. So let's see which clubs in the world are willing to snap them up in the next transfer window. And deservedly so, Bayern Munich have won out the Champions League, the team with the most free agent icons in their side. They also got given that advantage at the start of career mode too. So the Bavarians had to take it out. They edged it out over fellow Bundesliga opposition in RB Leipzig, 4-3 on penalties after it was 2-2, and Piemonte Calcio eliminated by eventual finalist Leipzig. All their legends, all their icons couldn't go all the way to the final. Even though Manchester City picked up a few brilliant icon deals, they've also finished short in the Premier League. They go 1 point behind Liverpool. It was a battle of the icon free agents in the Bundesliga between Leverkusen and Bayern. Bayern win the Champions League. They've lost it out domestically to Leverkusen at 77 points, and Leverkusen are balling with all their icons. In terms of the Serie A, deservedly so, Piemonte Calcio take out the Scudetto. An abundance of icons to add to their roster, and they've only gotten stronger and stronger. In terms of La Liga, it was a battle between Barcelona and Real Madrid. Cruyff couldn't get one over Barcelona, and they end up finishing in second. Barca take out the title with all their icons. That'd be a riveting title race in the future. Straight into Season 2. It's a new season. Are there going to be some new deals, some new free agent moves? Let's take a look. Finally, Diego Maradona, the best icon available on a free transfer. He's joined Real Madrid. What a transfer. Real are doing bits in this simulation. First with Cruyff and Baresi, now Maradona. I love how 2 years worth of Ronaldo being a free agent and no one's willing to get him. Just let him sit on the sidelines. Let him be a spectator. He doesn't need to grace the field whatsoever. Zidane as well. No need for any club in the world to go after him. No one's up for the challenge as well for Garrincha. No one's interested. As we scroll down the list, Henry still a free agent. Butragueo. Obviously, we have Drogba and Baggio still free agents. We'll scroll down, and it's now Ryan Giggs, the Welshman, has finally found a club. And guess who? It's Bayern Munich. I do not want to look at that Bayern Munich wage bill every week because it would be through the roof. The Bavarians going ham for their icons. Nedved at Juventus. Okay, that one's one I missed out on. Now works for them. He's at every Juventus game. It's only fitting that he's gone back to Juventus. Kaká still a free agent. We've got the same old transfers that we saw before. Roberto Carlos is now at Pordenone. Is anyone else seeing this besides me? 88 overall, 26 in the prime of his career, and he's helped little old Pordenone to Serie A somehow. This is what miracles are made of. If you're a Pordenone fan, you must be bouncing up and down. Have you ever seen anything like it? I don't think you have. Like I said, some things are only possible in career mode. Marcel Desailly off to Lazio. Interesting. Pirlo is back at Juventus, one of his former clubs as well. There's a few more in here with Rivaldo going to Barcelona. That's a brand new one. Makalele still on the free agents list. And what is this? Miroslav Klose, the top goal scorer at the World Cup, is now at Sparta Rotterdam in the Dutch league. That is insane. He's made his debut in the Eredivisie, and he's willing to help out the small clubs, just like Roberto Carlos. You gotta respect that. Hugo Sanchez now at AC Milan. Oh my gosh, Pordenone have done a madness here. Not only have they gone and picked up Roberto Carlos, but Hideshodi Nakatia is now at Pordenone. No wonder why they're in Serie A. Another bizarre transfer. Overmars at Piemonte Calcio. I think we've gone over that one. But Raul, the Spaniard, now at Eintracht Frankfurt. The Germans picked themselves up the Spanish icon, as well as Rijkaard off to the Bundesliga. It's Borussia Dortmund's first pickup there in the Dutch centre-back / CDM. Dortmund have seen all the business that Bayern have done, and they had to capitalise on all these free agents. Van Nistelrooy is still a free man. Roy Keane, the Irish icon, is now at Wolfsburg. The Bundesliga having so much fun with these free agent pickups. It's not even funny. Ian Wright at Hoffenheim. Just when you thought you'd seen it all, Season 2 provides you with the goods again. And guess what? We still have more free agent icons to move. And go figure, somehow PSG have taken out the Champions League after signing none of the icon free agents. Manchester City picked up a few of their own, but it wasn't to the magnitude of Bayern and Piemonte Calcio. PSG take out the title. Bayern failed to defend their crown and get eliminated in the semis. Piemonte Calcio, another quarterfinals elimination as well. In terms of the Premier League though, Manchester City dominated with 93 points. They take back their Premier League crown with a few free agent icons in their ranks as well. Olympique Lyon also bagged themselves a few icons in that transfer window, so the legends are doing well for Lyon, and they've gone ahead and won the title over there in Ligue 1. Now the Bundesliga, this is going to be a fascinating one. So many clubs have made signings, and Dortmund, how has that happened? Dortmund made one icon signing. Bayern have literally bought half of all the icons available, and they still failed to win the title. Alright, Serie A time, and let's see what happens here. Juventus take out the title. Tied on points with Inter, both on 87, but Juventus had better goal difference. I want to see where Pordenone finished. Pordenone finished in the relegation zone, even though they had Roberto Carlos and Nakatia. Oh my gosh, come on guys. You've got two icons on your side, and you still fail to save yourselves in Serie A. That has got to be one of the biggest failures, but I guess two players can't carry a whole team. And it seems like Miroslav Klose's team, Sparta Rotterdam, have finished in 14th in the Eredivisie. And finally, it's Spain. Will it be Real or Barca? It is going to be Barca again. Both clubs with stacked lineups, and that could have gone down to the final day as well. Real Madrid and Barcelona dominating the scene over there in Spain. Alright now, 3 seasons deep. Let's see if all the icons have gotten themselves brand new clubs right here. We're going to take a look and see. So we have Van Nistelrooy finally getting a team with Atletico Madrid, finally snapping him up. The Spanish outfit will get the Dutch legend. Ian Wright has changed allegiances from Hoffenheim to Frankfurt, which is interesting. Trezeguet, still no club to be found. Hugo Sanchez makes a move to Monaco, and Stoichkov, the Bulgarian striker, is now at Napoli. Andrei Shevchenko finds himself at Bayer Leverkusen. Ian Rush, the Liverpool legend, the Welshman, is now at Chelsea. Another traitorish type move there, like Johan Cruyff, how he went to Real Madrid. But Chelsea aren't really rivals with Liverpool, but it's still a bit of a dog act. Ronaldo, after 3 years of being a free agent, no one is willing to give him a contract. You just got to feel sorry for the bloke at this point. Now, after they've made their free deals, they've actually moved for a transfer fee this time. Michael Owen off to Sevilla, so he's made 2 switches this transfer window. Filippo Inzaghi finds himself at RB Leipzig. Now the Bundesliga continue to add to their ranks. Luis Hernandez, the Mexican striker, is now at Liverpool. And then Carlos Puyol has now at Bayer Leverkusen. Like I said, Leverkusen, Bayern, and a few other Bundesliga clubs are raking it in at the moment. Baggio secures himself a deal to Lazio. The Biancoceleste pick the Italian legend up in his prime, 27 years of age. Butragueo, somehow still a free agent as well. Didier Drogba finally makes a move, and it's not back to Chelsea. AC Milan pick up the African striker. Eusebio and Garrincha are still left as free agents. Meanwhile, Thierry Henry solidifies the deal to PSG. The French Giants have picked up a French legend here. Arsenal fans, look away. Thierry Henry at PSG is not a good sight to behold for you. Lippmanen, the Finnish icon, has now moved to Borussia Dortmund. So after Rijkaard has went there, now Lippmanen gets in amongst the yank. Francesco Baresi has moved from Real Madrid to Piemonte Calcio, which is interesting. Sol Campbell at Leverkusen. Leverkusen and Bayern are killing it. And Koeman now moved from Manchester City, I believe. He's gone off to Spain for Villarreal. Roberto Carlos still at Pordenone. Zambrotta, I believe, at Bayern Munich is a new one. How is Zidane still on? I'm not stopping until Zidane or Ronaldo get a club as free agents. This is unacceptable. Rivaldo now makes his way onto Valencia, and Rijkaard has moved from Borussia Dortmund all the way to Monaco. Seedorf at Juventus as well. And Makelele has finalized the move to Borussia Dortmund. Somehow Frank Lampard has gone to Napoli. Roy Keane makes a switch from Wolfsburg to PSG. So the French Giants are picking up their game. Now finally Kaká, a brand new icon in FIFA 20, has moved to Germany like a lot of the other icons. And that is going to perfectly wrap up the Season 3 icon transfer deals. In terms of Season 3 results though, let's see if the icons had an impact, and they definitely did at PSG. Thierry Henry earned himself a move there and wins Liga 1. Bundesliga, the home of all the free agent icons, and you guessed it, it is Bayern and Leverkusen dominating things there. Barcelona or Real Madrid, it is finally Los Blancos winning one over their rivals by 18 points. The icons prevailing there with Cruyff and Maradona, 98 points for Real. And the Serie A to wrap things up, you guessed it, it was Juventus to take out the title. Their team is stacked with icons, and it was pretty much written for them to win the league. In terms of the Champions League though, somehow Manchester United, although signing 0 legends in this career mode simulation, win the Champions League. That is one for the imagination. And Juventus knocked out in the quarters again. Bayern get knocked out in the round of 16. And now that we are in 2022, the World Cup has taken place, and you betcha the icons had an impact on that competition. And it's gone to Portugal. Eusebio wins Portugal their first ever World Cup. And what a way to do so. Only these things that you can see happen in FIFA 20 career mode. What a sight to behold. He won Benfica all those trophies, and now he gets the national team glory with Portugal. And they ended up beating out Germany 2-1 in the final. Italy and Netherlands came close though. Netherlands came in 3rd place, defeating Italy 1-0. There is still a plentiful amount of free agent icons to be picked up by every club in the world. So let's see where they end up by the end of Season 4. And it's only taken 4 years, but Pep Guardiola's gotten his wallet out, and the Brazilian Ronaldo is now at Manchester City. Finally, the move has happened. He's got himself a club, and he's playing his football in the Premier League. Meanwhile, Zidane and Garrincha haven't had that same luck 4 seasons deep. Zinedine has had 4 years of free agency under his belt, as well as Garrincha, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. And we have an interesting one here. Emilio Butragueo, the Spanish striker, has gone back to the club where it all began for him, a Real Madrid legend, and in FIFA 20 career mode as a free agent, he's gone back to Los Blancos. Trezeguet, one of the last few icon free agents, still without a club. Now this just doesn't look right. It gives me tingles in the spine, not in a good way though. Alessandro Nesta, AC Milan legend, yeah, he's at Inter. That is going to send me nightmares tonight. Socrates finally gets himself a new club. Borussia Mönchengladbach, the Bundesliga, picked themselves up another legend, and Socrates, the Brazilian, gets himself a move, and finally is playing some football after a few years. Raul has made a switch to Real Sociedad. He's helping out the smaller clubs, which is a nice gesture. And then we also have Van Nistelrooy at Villarreal. We've had a few different movers, like people have jumped clubs, but then there are some free agents that have just stayed free agents forever. In the Premier League, it is Liverpool, despite picking up no icons, winning that quite comfortably. In France, it was PSG to wedge out Lyon by 3 points to win Ligue 1 yet again. And the icon central, the Bundesliga, the hub of all the players that made the move there. Bayern finish out on top. It's a similar scene. Bayern and, of course, Leverkusen in the mix. That's right, you guessed it. Piemonte Calcio take out the Scudetto, and it's Roma and Napoli, also Spal in the top 4. We look at the relegation zone only because Pordenone, they have 2 icons. The second time in Serie A, they fail to save themselves 1 point from relegation. They go back to Serie B. And in terms of the Champions League, PSG do Ligue 1 and the Champions League. Thierry Henry wins it for PSG against his former side Barcelona 2-1. So after the end of all this madness, after the end of all the carnage we've caused in this video, with all the icons roaming free into the footballing world, we still have Zidane and Garrincha, 2 of the best icons in FIFA 20. They did not find the club throughout this whole time. They are the only 2 players that didn't get a move away. Otherwise, every single legend that we put into the game eventually found their club 5 seasons in. Guardiola to Arsenal is an extremely interesting one, but we'll take a look and see what clubs got the most. We have a lot from Man City. Now they started to get their act together. Bayern Munich dominated throughout. Borussia Dortmund started to act upon it, as well as the Bundesliga. Bayer Leverkusen just abused the system, has got as many free agents as they liked. And we also have AC Milan. The Serie A did quite well, picking up Inzaghi and Nesta, 2 AC Milan legends going to Inter. It just doesn't look right. It's not something you should be thinking about. Frank Lampard also making the move to Serie A, and the Ligue 1 doing quite well. The Premier League, I was disappointed. Not too many signings going there, but Real Madrid and Barcelona had their fair share of free agent pickups, as well as the smaller sides in Spain. I'm sorry to say, Zidane, all those Ballon d'Ors, all those Champions Leagues you've won, you're not good enough for any side in Europe. He is left to rot in the free agents for the prime time of his career. You know what? I've had enough of this. It's time to go in for Zidane. He cannot be left without a club. And who would have thought Frosinone approaching Zinedine Zidane on a free contract at 30 years of age? It's a fantasy world we're living in, but at 45k a week, that is, you know, you jump at that opportunity. He only wants a 1-year contract, but as long as he has a club, he can tear it up for the boys. 100k a week, Zidane is happy, and one of the best French players in his prime. He's approaching 30, but he's going to join us, and he finally gets a club. And it's these cutscenes that you come across in career mode that make this experiment so much more magical. Different generations, different players mixing in from all different time periods. It's absolutely insane. And there we go, Zidane finally has a club. It's my boys Frosinone. We've picked him up. I can't even imagine if we had a player like Zidane, but if Pordenone got their icons, we can have Zidane. That is going to be the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, make sure to slap a like on the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more FIFA 20 career mode content. Follow me on Twitter, link is in the description. Comment down below what was your favorite transfer move, what was your favorite free agent icon. Let me know down below what other crazy and wacky experiments we should try in FIFA 20. Hopefully you did enjoy it. I've been BCHD. Hopefully you had a wonderful day, and I'll catch you on the very next video.